What's up, guys? It's your boy JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS, and I'm finally back. And I mean for good. I know it's been a good long while since I've been here consistently, but, had a whole bunch of stuff going on in the personal life, but who cares? Let's get to our picks. Let's go. I'm raring and ready to go, baby. I hope you are too. Second half of MLB is about to pop off. So not only do I have 4 banging ass picks for you for tonight's games, which just about everybody, I believe, is in play tonight, but also I've got some second half of the season plays for you as well. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Thank you for coming back. I'm JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS. Let's get it. Let's go check out what we got going on today. First, though, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more of our videos, and check out that pinned link that's in the comments below, right? That's where for either $14.99 for VIP, that's 50 cents a day, or $29.99 a month for VIP Plus, $1 a day. You'll get instant access to our Discord. That's where you're going to find all the tips, advice, players to tail, tickets to tail, anything and everything you could possibly need to succeed on Prize Picks, Better, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Underdog, and many other platforms tonight. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Let's take a look at what we got going on for tonight. All right, now, as I said, boys and girls, we got some nice looking picks for tonight. First of all, let's start out in the strikeout category, right? And let's get these out as quickly as possible because we got some games coming right on up. So we're going to get through these as quickly as possible. Pick number 1, Jack Flaherty over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts against Toronto, right? That is pick number 1. So let's go back over here. And, of course, as always, I'm going to be showing you justification for all of these picks, showing you the evidence on our trusty Outlier app, right? So let's get over here. Let's take a look at what else we got going on. We got a total bases, which is going to be right back over this way, right over here, right? We're going to click on that bad boy. We're going to scroll down to Trey Turner over 1.5 total bases against Pittsburgh. Now, that game is up in just a little over an hour, so hopefully you guys are able to get to that. If not, at least the next 2, I believe, picks you should be able to get to. So let's see here. Hits, runs, and RBIs is the next category. And that is going to be for Mr. If I can find him. Where you at? Where you at? We might have to go up there and type his name. No, here we go. Riley Green over 1.5 HRR, or hits, runs, and RBIs, right? So there we go. Jack Flaherty over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts. Trey Turner over 1.5 total bases. Riley Green over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And last but not least, let's take a look at, it was an earned runs allowed. Here it is. And that's going to be for Nick Pivetta. He's got a very tough matchup against the Dodgers. So those are our 4 for tonight, guys. Jack Flaherty over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts. Trey Turner over 1.5 total bases. Riley Green over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And Nick Pivetta over 2.5 earned runs allowed. Let's go over to Outlier and take a look at some of these picks and what they think about them. So, Trey Turner over 1.5 total bases. As you can see, the man's been beasting. He, yeah. Okay, so, as you can see, in his last 5, 4 out of his last 5, only didn't get it done 1 game, and that was against Oakland. Otherwise, he had 5 total bases here, 5 total bases the game before that, 0 the game before that. Not really sure what happened, but 5 against the Dodgers before that, and then 2 against the Dodgers in the game before that. That, boys and girls, I don't know how familiar you are with baseball, but to get 5 total bases in 3 out of his last 5 games, that's ridiculous. That means, to get a total base, you have to actually get a single, or a double, or a triple, or whatever it may be. You can't reach on a fielder's error. You can't reach on a fielder's choice. It has to be a legitimate base hit, and that is not easy to do. It's probably the toughest thing in all of, or any of the major sports, right? So, I'll shut up. Trey Turner, over 1.5 total bases. As you can see, that is a great play for tonight. He's got a good matchup with great history against Martin Perez. let's see here. Where are you? Trey Turner. So as you can see, in 9 at-bats this year against Pittsburgh's pitcher tonight, Martin Perez, he has a 4.44 average. That is ridiculous, boys and girls. Absolutely out of this world, right? I mean, truly. And to have an OPS over 1,000, woo! I mean, the man is killing it. And to not strike out even once in all those times, that is beastly, to say the least. So, let's go back over here. That was Trey Turner over 1.5 total bases. Let's take a look at Jack Flaherty over 5.5 strikeouts. So, as far as old Jack, couldn't get it done against Cleveland with only 4, but the game before that against the Angels had 7. Against the White Sox got himself 8. Against the Astros, my Astros, the bastard, got himself 6, so went over this line in these 3. But let's take a look at the last 5. So 3 out of his last 5, only missed it against Cleveland and then Texas. That's at 60%. Now you move up to last 10. Boom, look at that, baby. It's not very often you move from the last 5 at a 60% or whatever percentage it may be at, move up to the last 10 and the number actually moves up. That is rare, and that is a great sign. That means he is consistently going over this line, right? Now, if you look down here, Outlier's an amazing tool, guys. I mean, excuse me, truly it is. And this is why, right? Number 1, Jack Flaherty has exceeded 5.5 strikeouts in 12 of his last 14 games. Boom. 7.6, a little over 7.5 strikeouts per game on average in those 14 games. So holy shnikes, boys. That is killing it. Absolutely destroying them boys. Now, again, as far as the Toronto's ranking at striking out, they're ranked 6th in the league. So pretty high up there. That's not the greatest sign, but here's the deal. Jack Flaherty pitches them very, very well, right? Against Toronto, he's averaging 12.79 strikeouts per 9 innings. That is a ridiculous number. Very, very high. Great matchup for him. Gotta love it. Jack Flaherty over 5.5 strikeouts tonight. Lock it in, right? Riley Green over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Got himself a good matchup against Bassett. As you can see, let's see here. He's batting .333 in 6 at-bats, so that's pretty good. But I love him to be in the situation tonight to get those hits, runs, and RBIs that we need him to get. 5 out of his last 5, 100% green motherfucking beans all the way across the board. And that came in not-so-easy matchups against the Dodgers, right? Got himself 2 HRR last game. Game before that, 4, then 3, 7 against Cleveland. Just killing it out there. And then your natural progression, of course, last 5 to last 10, drops off a little bit. Had some red hots and some little nasties over here. Don't love to see those red numbers, but that's okay. As you can see, lately at least, right before the All-Star break, boom, killing it, boys. Absolute hot streak. Fully expect that hot streak to continue tonight. Good matchup against a right-handed pitcher. He's a lefty batter, so there you go. Love the matchup. Love the spot he'll be in to get those 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. Lock it in. Last but not least, Nick Pivetta. Again, very, very tough matchup tonight against the Dodgers. He has not faced them yet this year, and he is pitching fairly well, right? Whoa, maybe not. I thought he was. Excuse me. But, yeah, at earned runs per 9, he's at 418. Yikes. Ouch, that hurts. And if we only need him to give up 3 tonight, which is all we need him to do, woo-wee. Yeah, not a good sign for Mr. Pivetta. Considering the Dodgers are an absolutely just flat-out unfair fucking team to go up against. Their offense is outrageous. As you guys probably know, we're talking Ohtani, we're talking Freeman, we're talking Betts isn't there, he's hurt right now, but all the offensive weapons they have, kind of not fair for Nick Pivetta to have to go up against them boys. So there you go, guys. Those are your 4 banging ass picks for tonight. Hopefully you guys can get those locked in as quickly as possible. What I did want to show you are some season-long second half, right? So here are my second half of the season picks. Lock them in, boys. Carlos Correa over 8.5 home runs. He's been absolutely killing it. Let's see. So I have some notes here. I'm sorry. Correa. In only 75 games so far, guys, he's been injured in the first half of the season a little bit. So missed out on a lot of the games that he could have been in there to get his home runs. He already has 13 in 75 games. He has 66 games left, as you can see from this number right here. So fully expect him to keep that average up. He's been hitting them bombs, putting it out of the park. So for him to get 9, I like it. I think it's extremely possible. Let's go ahead and lock it in, right? So that's Correa over 8.5 home runs. Rutschman. So out of 90 games, the man has 16 so far this year. He's really been a surprise with his power. He's up high enough in the lineup to where he'll get the at-bats for sure. That's Adley Rutschman I'm talking about here. For him to only get 9 in the second half of the year, I think that'll be a piece of cake. In the 90 games he's played so far, he has 16, right? If he has 66 games left, it makes perfect sense to me that he'll be able to get those 9 we need him to get. Elly De La Cruz, I don't know if you guys know very much about him. A lot of you guys, if you follow baseball, you know who this gangsta is right here. Elly has been absolutely blazing around those bases, getting those stolen bases and getting the job done. He is killing this number as far as the first half of the season. Barring, injury, hopefully we don't look at an injury type of a situation. That's what happened to him last year. I fully expect him to get this 22 stolen bases, or 23 technically is what we need him to get. He'll get that, I think, long before the season ends, right? So I love that one. Jacob Young, a bit of a dark horse here. Not a lot of people really know who Jacob Young is. As his name would imply, he is one of the young guns on the Washington offense. Very, very speedy guy. Is well on pace to destroy this number if we had this in the first half as well, and a total average. I fully expect him to get 13 stolen bases in 65 games, right? Should be pretty damn easy. Now, Christian Yelich has been absolutely tearing it up as well. In only 70 games, guys, due to injury, he missed quite a few opportunities to be out there at bat. Has 11 already up to this halfway mark, or a little bit past halfway, at the All-Star break, right? For him to get 8 in the second half of the season with 65 games, oh yeah, Mr. Yelich is gonna get it done. Love him to get his 8 home runs for the second half of the season. Last but not least, we have Corbin Burnes to go over 75.5 pitcher strikeouts. Now, in the first half, I believe he was at 111 already, and that's in, I think he pitched 12 games or 13 games. No, I'm sorry, he's pitched in 16 games, I believe it is. So in 16 games to get 111, if there's 66 games left, he's in a 5-man rotation. That leaves him at about 13 games left that he'll be pitching in, give or take, right? Let's say even 12. For him to get 80 in those 12 outings, love it. The man averages well over that as far as per game, right? So I love it. I think he's going to crush this number. Fully expect him to get that 76 strikeouts in the second half of the season. So real quick, one more time to recap, guys. Carlos Correa over 8.5 home runs. Adley Rutschman over 8.5 home runs. Elly De La Cruz over 22 stolen bases. Jacob Young over 12.5 stolen bases. Christian Yelich over 7.5 home runs. And last but not least, Corbin Burnes over 75.5 pitcher strikeouts. So let's get it done, boys. Let's lock it in. Let's rock and roll. Let's go back over here to our sponsor screen and go over some of the sponsors we have for today's video, right? We've got Outlier right up here, boys, the one that we just used to show you all the evidence for all those amazing picks that we made for tonight. Go check it out, guys. The link is in the description as well as in the pinned comment below. Use that link and get yourself a 7-day free trial. What are you waiting for? Go check it out. Right up there, boys and girls, Daily Grind, DGF Opto. Use our promo code SharpBets and get 25% off your monthly subscription to that amazing tool as well. Right over here, we got Better. I think this might be outdated as far as the graphic there, so don't go by that. I'm not sure you're going to get a 100% match up to $250, but let me tell you something, they're always doing something amazing for their new signups. So go check it out, guys. Use our promo code SharpBets and get yourself on Better right now if you haven't yet. What the hell are you waiting for? Down below, we got Sleeper. Use our promo code SharpBets. Right over here, boys and girls, last but not least, Chalkboard. 100% match up to $100 if you use our promo code SharpBets when you sign up, right? That's all I got for you tonight, guys. Good luck. I'm JohnPick with Sharp Bets DFS. So happy to be back. Let's get that money, son.